Yes, you're gonna listen and make your guesstimate.
Okay. This one with this baby. Let's see. That's pretty heavy. Okay, that's mine. I would say we're about the same. I would say mine looks bigger, but I think yours is maybe a little more dense. I think they're about the same.
All right, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew, you decide. Here, give me Scout.
All right. Let's see how much you weigh. Okay. That one. I think the kid might have it by a little bit, but it's pretty close.
Does my camera count?
Oh, that's true, because you're also holding. You guys in the camera cannot see. There's like a giant contraption that Kevin is holding right now. Yeah.
Okay, so we are continuing down Whole School. As you can see, it is tremendously overgrown down here. And we weren't surprised about this. I think this one, not only in addition to it probably being a low traffic trail, there's not water around down this particular one, and it's probably lower traffic, so it's got a lot of grass on it. You know, we're traipsing through thigh-high grass right now, and maybe in the wintertime this will actually be out, so I think it would be perfectly fine. But for now, I mean, you're talking it's just sort of a little, not bushwhacking, but maybe bushwhacking. So we're gonna keep on going here. Hey guys, it is Kevin and Toby and Andrew and Scout and Addison and Lucy, and the whole gang goes hiking today. So now that we've determined who's carrying the heavier pack, which in Toby's defense, she also minused a water bottle. But in my defense, I'm also carrying this giant camera in front of me the entire time. So, you know, it seems like it's even, but maybe not. Eventually Lucy will come back my way. But today we are at Thornton Gap. So Thornton Gap is number 6 on the Shenandoah 52. It is 7.58 miles. It's about 1,800 feet and change. And it's gonna be a little bit of a trek today because it's also a little warm out. So we're gonna do this one counterclockwise because it splits the uphill. So once you cross Skyline Drive, it's pretty much an uphill that's going to take you over to the AT, and then we're going to go down into the hollow. So this one starts with a little bit up, and then it'll be a lot down, and then a little bit back up. So we're splitting the 1,800 feet into 2 sections. It's probably like 400 now and 1,400 later. So we've come to the first fork. We're gonna make a left and we're going down the Appalachian Trail now. This is gonna take us down to Neighbor Mountain Trail, which is kind of a little bit of a zigzag to get on the Whole School. So AT to Neighbor Mountain to Whole School, and then back up Thornton Hollow Trail. The one benefit to having the camera is you're frequently stopping to film things, which means the entire crew is jumping ahead of you, and they're the ones that are taking the spider webs on. Because for some reason we're on the AT right now, and you think this thing was frequently trafficked, there'd be no spider webs, but half my face is covered in spider webs from all the ones we grabbed. So 1.2 miles down the trek, you're gonna take a switchback, and it's actually gonna point you back a little bit instead of going down the AT. So it's a important one because this will take you up to the Bird's Nest, and then we'll loop you down into Thornton Hollow. So eventually we're gonna make our way to Thornton Hollow, but we're spending our time on the eastern slope at the moment. Okay, so once you take the Appalachian Trail cutoff back off of the AT, you're gonna come back to a parking lot, and then it's gonna take you up to Neighborhood Mountain. So we're just going up Neighborhood Mountain, which will take us to the Bird's Nest. You get up Neighbor Mountain Trail, you're gonna make another left, and it's gonna take you about a half mile down the way to the bird's nest. So we've made it to the bird's nest, and I was incorrect before. It's not bird's nest number 1, it's number 4. I forgot they go south to north. So we are now at the bird's nest itself. There's technically a summit over here that we can take a look at, and we're gonna head back down. We just finished up lunch at the bird's nest number 4. Now we're headed back down to Skyline Drive and drop into Thornton Hollow. So we'll continue on. Just like that, we are at Skyline Drive again. There is another parking spot down here. This would be the southern sort of spot for you to park if you were going to take this trail from this side. But we do believe that, you know, if you're going to park down here, then you definitely want to go clockwise to check out the bird's nest. But it's entirely up to you. I mean, these trails are wonderful. They're just loops. So now we're headed down into the hollow, and we'll keep on moving. Okay, once you get down Whole School, you're gonna cross 2 separate streams. It's kind of a fork here. It's actually really low right now. So it's probably be a little bit higher, you know, once there's been some more rain in the park. But there's 2 separate streams that need to be crossed. And that's once you get down Whole School. Now we recommend doing this one in the late fall, because it's overgrown and there's too many spider webs. It was miserable coming down that area. So I would say do this one in the late fall and it will be absolutely stunning. But we're just gonna get the second crossing of the river taken care of, and then we're gonna head up Thornton Hollow. So we're probably about 2.5, 2.8 miles from the vehicle. And right now we're averaging about a 23-minute pace, so we'll be up there in no time at all. So we'll keep on going. We've switched back off the Whole School Trail. We're on Thornton River Trail now, going back up. It is not much better. There's a lot of overgrown and lots of spider webs and whatnot, so definitely do this in the fall. But we are straight up to the parking lot. So we are just going up Thornton River Trail. This one kind of weaves back and forth across the river. As you get higher and higher, the river starts to get significantly smaller. One thing about this trail is it is covered in stinging nettles. So our legs feel like they're all blazing on fire.
And even arms, like it was really tall.
So we would recommend don't do this in the summertime. Do it in the late fall or the early spring before there's any forage or fauna or plants or anything that's alive. I mean, it's on the Thornton side, it's pretty nice. On the Whole School side, it's kind of boring. And the fact that we've had to hit up spider webs, overgrown trails, stinging nettles, all of the above, it's just don't come out here in the summertime. So let's keep on going. We're probably less than a mile away from the car. And just like that, we are back at the parking lot. It was definitely, it sounds easy, it's a lot harder than it looks.
It was a doozy.
So the summit, birds for nests, no overlook. The trail going down on Whole School, overgrown. Whole School and Thornton Gap, there's a bunch of spider webs.
So many.
And stinging nettles all the way up Thornton River. So do not do this one in the summertime. Look for it in the fall or the early spring. It would actually be a very nice hike in late fall. So with that, we'll see you guys on the next trail.